it going again. All right, so Leonard Brown asked, is there a way to promote on social media? And let me address that and I'll let you add to it, Walter. But we actually have a person on the team, Danny Walker, who is a professional social media coach. She did her first training this past Monday night. It is actually up on the Facebook group for affiliates. Get with somebody who's in there. We'll invite you to join that group. It's a private group for Tapestri affiliates only. There is also a Facebook page that I'm phasing out. We're going to the group only, but in that group, we actually posted her hour-plus long training Monday night, teaching you how to use social media to promote Tapestri. So yes, there are ways to do it, and we have a coach who's actually teaching how to do it. We also have people on the team that are experts at doing social media marketing. So absolutely, just make sure any imagery, videos, things you're producing, just run it by Walter before you start blasting it out there. That's important.
Yeah, so I definitely want people to have the creative license to post things, but obviously we are delving in a sensitive area. So we definitely want some transparency and also some oversight over what people post. The last thing we want is like, for an affiliate or anyone to say that they have access to other people's data or something like that, which they don't, right? Because everything in our system is a closed loop and anonymous and secure. But those are the things, as you have thousands and thousands of affiliates and people get excited and the money went to their Apple Wallet and they're getting all their friends and family using it, things begin to slip. It's inevitable. So it's something that we're taking quite seriously.
This next question is brought up by Brian, who's a good friend of mine. And it's really something I brought up to you initially. It's something everybody who's ever been in affiliate marketing or network marketing brings up. And that is, as a company, how do you protect us affiliates? So we go out and build this brand, we get the app out there. What protection is there that this opportunity is going to be around for us?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I know, Chuck, you and I talk about that a lot. And the way I look at the affiliates is kind of like, I think how Amazon or eBay does as well. And hopefully is my success, our success is because of you, right? I mean, we built an app, but you did most of the lead work. We're going to do marketing as well, but we're intentionally not going to be putting so much emphasis on marketing and relying on our affiliates and paying you to do that. So as we continue to grow and earn more money and get more users, obviously that goes back to you guys as well. In the event of, you said earlier, we sell the company and what happens to all the affiliates? Or as of right now, the affiliates stay with the company. We don't want to change that because that is a key part of our growth.
Yeah, one of the things you might have heard him say, the company will have the right to acquire users also. I mean, this is not an affiliate only program. We are a part of the company. The better job we do at acquiring customers, the less they will invest in acquiring them on their own. But you got to think abundance out there. How many millions of people are there in the United States? Their user acquisition is not necessarily going to get your friend next door or your neighbor at church or whatever. So there's not exclusivity for affiliates. So just be clear on that. But there is an abundance out there. You just don't want to sit around and wait. Get out there and start getting your apps out there. So let's see who else. That's a good question, Brian. I'm glad you asked it.
Yeah, well, on that, from a marketing perspective, like you may ask yourself, who should use this app? And I would say there are millions of consumers who use cashback apps. So Dosh, Rakuten, Ebates, Ibotta, Swagbucks, all these apps where you buy something and they give you 3 to 7% back. That's a Tapestri user. Or someone who does surveys, right? They're downloading surveys and trying to get paid a quarter, $1, or $3 at a time. That's a Tapestri user. And honestly, anybody who wants to make money anonymously in the background. But the last part would be someone making money in the gig economy. Uber drivers, DoorDash drivers, Postmates. If you're making $3, $4 at a time, having Tapestri run continuously and making extra money makes a lot of sense.
Well, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what's your plans for international expansion? I know you and I are going to have a strategic meeting next week and talk about that in more detail, but as a general, what are kind of the plans for going international someday? Yeah,
so I think by this time next year, we are completely global, but we definitely want to do that in phases. So clearly launching in the United States first. I understand, we understand this market very well. We know how to monetize it very well. Then going up north to Canada and monetizing that market. And then I would be greenlighting every English-speaking country. So Western Europe, UK, Scotland, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia would all be countries we open up in. And then from there, we would look at Latin America and APAC. A Spanish version of Tapestri will likely launch earlier than us going to Canada, just for those here in the United States who are Spanish. But that's generally the go-to. So Western Europe, English speaking, and then APAC and the rest of the world.
All right, great questions today. That's all the questions I see. If I missed one and you put in the chat, please put it in there again. Joan, I see you got another one. And then if you have one, put in chat, and we're going to wrap up in the next 5-10 minutes. Go ahead, Joan.
Speaking of globally and internationally, will we get a heads up before you're saying, you may say we're going to do Canada and tell us prior to the actual date of it happening, so we could, like you're doing now, a pre-launch with people we may know in another country and have them somewhat interested and ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. We definitely give you a heads up before we officially launch in that country, so we can kind of get pent up demand. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
So I hope everybody enjoyed today's presentation. I hope you specifically enjoyed the question and answers. There are no questions that are off limits. You guys have asked some really good ones, but as you can see, Walter and I will be very transparent. We want you to understand what's going on. We want you to understand the magnitude of this opportunity that's been presented to you. This is an unlimited opportunity for you to really do something significant by helping other people. There's no income claims. You do the math yourself. How many affiliates you want to personally enroll, how many you want to help them personally enroll, what your 50% match could potentially be. There is an opportunity to make some serious money here. There's also the chance for the average person to make $100 to $200 a month with very little effort, just giving away a free app. That makes for a great opportunity for leaders. So thank all of you for being on here. And that concludes our presentation. Let me stop this recording.